Hey, what's everyone? This is going to be an unboxing for the Noctua U12P, and let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Now, let's get started by looking at the heatsink specifications. Now, the first listing is the dimensions, which is 158 by 126 by 71 millimeters. And the next thing is the weight, which is 600 grams, and then 940 with the fans included. Material, which is copper and aluminum, and the fan compatibility, which is two 120 millimeter fans, which are included. And the socket compatibility is LGA 1366, LGA 1156, LGA 775, AM3, AM2 Plus, and AM2. And the original rotation speed is 1300 RPM. With a noise adapter, it is 900 RPM. And the power input is 1.08 watts. And it talks about the award-winning heatsink, talks about the two fans, which are the NFP12 premium fans, and it shows the name of the type of mounting they use, and it's listing this as the special edition premium kit. And on the side, it shows an example of the mounting through both the Intel side and the AMD side. And it shows all the stuff it did on the front, except this time it shows the thermal compound. And it shows some example through audio waves of how much more silent and how differently these sound compared to most other fans and CPU coolers. And right here it shows a bunch of pictures of a bunch of awards it's gotten, which includes a few of them that you probably have seen before or might seem a little bit familiar, and including the one from 3D Game Man, which this product is rated 100% kick-ass, so it's supposed to be a top-of-the-line, really good quality product. And if you want, you can go ahead and just keep on looking at these. Now let's go ahead and actually open this up. Now the first thing we see is the bag, which includes all the mounting accessories, including the screws, and also includes some looks like a sticky thermal pad, and includes some of the things you need in order to buckle down the fans, and a couple of noise adapters actually. And it looks like here's the user's manual. Oh, I got it upside down. So they got one specifically for the Intel side of how to set it up and the AMD side, which is actually pretty nice. Makes things much easier. And there's this screwdriver. It's kind of a weird kind of looking screwdriver, but at least they included one, and it looks like it's actually built pretty well. It's not like a super tiny one. Now, as you can tell, we have the first fan, and as you can tell, it's a brown fan, and some people might not be able to get past that. But if you can get past that, it should be really, really quiet and be able to push a lot of air. And as you can tell from the back, the fan blades kind of have a little cut in them, and that's supposed to help make them more silent and more quiet. And here is the threading cable, so you can see the entire cable is completely threaded. And here's the 3-pin connector. Try to put an angle where you could see it better. And here's the Intel kit. And the thing you have all been waiting for, go ahead and get that out. Oh, there's actually one last thing we forgot about. So as you can tell in the bag, it's the rest of the things you need in order to have it mounted and everything. And this is actually the AMD set. And here is the final big piece. So it does include one fan on here. I thought the two fans were going to be separate, but as you can tell, they have at least one fan on it right now. I'm going to go ahead and open it up if I can. Now this one might be a little bit hard to open. Actually, that was pretty easy. Gonna go ahead and pull that out. And here is the other fan as well as the heatsink. As you can see, you can kind of see my finger through it. It's a little bit hard to get the right angle, but it's not too hard to actually see through. It actually has a lot of space between each fin. Go ahead and look at the bottom. As you can tell, there's a little bit of plastic on there. And those are the heat pipes. You can tell they're a little bit thick, but they're not the thickest ones. So as you can tell, you can actually see the fans actually on the other side. Look at the top, you could see the heat pipes actually sticking out through the top. And there's the Noctua logo on there, which is actually pretty nice to see on there. Gonna go ahead and look at the bottom of them so you can get a good look at it. And as you can tell, this fan also includes a threaded cable, and there's the 3-pin connector. So you can see the bottom part that you actually set on top of the CPU. It's a little bit on the shiny side, but it's definitely not a mirror, and those kind of things really don't matter as far as performance or anything like that goes. Now, if there's anything I forgot to go over or forgot to mention, then make sure to let me know in the comment section below. And I know some of you aren't going to quite like the whole brown color scheme of these fans, but these are supposed to be the most silent, most premium quality fans you can get. And if you could just get past that, these are supposed to be really, really great and silent, but while performing very well and giving you great airflow. And this is something that's very important to some people, especially if you're doing YouTube videos and your stock CPU cooler is so loud that it's hard to do audio editing and to clean that out. And especially if you're actually doing live streams, because when it comes to live streams, when you're playing video games on them, you can't just turn down the fan speed like most people would. And it's really hard to watch a stream for some people, especially when the CPU fan is so insanely loud. And that's one of the reasons you hear a lot of people actually playing music in the background while they're actually playing the game, so you're less likely to actually hear the fans running. And overall, I just really cannot wait to actually start using the CPU cooler and see how quiet it is and how well it actually performs. So I'm really excited, and if you actually want to see my review, then make sure you subscribe, because I will definitely be doing a review over these, because this is something that is very important to some people, and is something that's definitely worth letting other people know how it actually performs, so then they don't end up getting it and actually end up being very disappointed. Well, anyways, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.